Good morning, everybody. You are listening to 4 Deep Sports Talk here on the news station, 1320 AM WARA, and online, all one word, 4deepsportstalk.com. Justin Ferrer, the Sports Master, is with me today, and Luz Cabral, who's listening and probably watching on the Facebook app, Facebook link. She is taking care of her mom. Catherine Conley is a workaholic. She's working her tail off, doing what she has to do, and I believe, if I did this right, we should have Shay Boland on the line. Shay, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. You don't remember me. I'm the one who usually calls you games on TV.
Yes, I do. I remember.
All right, good. I must be doing a pretty good job. But thank you for taking the time, and congratulations on your choice to go to college.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Of course.
So I'll most likely see you on every home game anyway. Maybe even Brockton, but you know how that goes.
Yeah.
All right, so I just want to fill everybody in. So people that followed us, we usually send it out to 30 different groups that we have with, our contacts on Facebook. And last week we had another young lady from East Bridgewater, but today we have Shay Boland, followed by Kenzie Madalanis, the dynamic duo from Bridgewater Raynham High School. So I'm just going to read everybody your stats, because you know how Jim is. Jim Seavey, he's good with the stats, and he did a good write-up. Do you mind if I just read it real fast?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, thank you. And then the Sports Master is going to follow up with last year's stats. So this is 2019, and people will see the stat better once we edit it for TV. Boston Globe Super Team, Boston Herald Dream Team, Brockton Enterprise and Taunton Daily Gazette All Scholastic, All Southeast Conference First Team, ranked 19th on the ESPN Women Hoop Glitz Class of 2022. I pronounced that last name wrong, that class. I apologize. National recruiting list. Team tri-captain started all 24 games, averaged 18.8 points per game, 10 rebounds, 2.6 assists, 2.5 blocks, and 2-point steals per game. I actually thought it was more than that, but what do I know? I'm just calling your name as you're putting the ball in the basket anyway. Led the Southeast Conference in scoring and ranked second in rebounding en route to earning all Southeast Conference honors. Scored career-high 32 points in a 65-35 win over Dartmouth on February 13th. Named as MVP of the Marshfield Hearts of Hope Holiday Tournament and earned all tournament honors at the IAABO 27 Comcast Classic. People need to look that up because I don't know exactly what that means, but I know it's something good. Registered 15 double-doubles and scored 20 or more points on 8 occasions. Led team in blocks with 60, and her three-pointers with 50, while shooting team best 72% of the foul line, while entered her junior season 164 points shy of 1,000 for her career. Helped the Lady Trojans post a second straight 21st team campaign, 21-3, and advanced to the D1 state semifinals in the first team in 30 years after capturing the South Sectional title with a 44-43 win over Needham. Team is 42-5 with an 894 percentage points, with a pair of conference championships, Old Colony, Southeast Conference, and 5 postseason triumphs during the career. Verbally committed to Duke University on a full scholarship following the graduation of 2022. So you know what we'll do? We'll touch back on the on her sophomore year. Or
Okay.
do you want to read it now?
I'm okay with reading it right now.
All right. So all right. So now we're just going to read your 2019 stats. All right, kid.
Okay.
All right.
Freshman year?
Yep.
Right?
Exactly.
Okay.
All right. Here is. Let me just fire up the music for the Sports Master.
Okay.
And go ahead, Mike. Go ahead, young man.
All right. Brockton Enterprise Player of the Year, Boston Globe Super Team, Boston Herald Dream Team, USA Today, Massachusetts All-State and Taunton Gazette All-Scholastic Honorary, Old Colony League Player of the Year, and First Team All-Conference, averaged 16.6 points 8.3 rebounds, 2.9 steals, and 2.3 blocks per game. Led team in total FG 149 and 3-pointers 51 while shooting 38%, 51 to 133 from behind arc. Recorded 7 double-doubles. Abington Holiday Classic All-Tournament team helped BR win its 6th straight OCL title and advanced to 2nd straight MIAA South Sectional semifinal. BR recorded second 16-game winning streak in 14-month period and earned top seed in MIAA South Sectional. Team's 21-2 overall record marked program's highest single-season win in total in 29 years.
Wow. So I think it's safe to say that Shea Boland definitely likes girls basketball.
That is without a doubt.
Shea, so what's your passion? What's behind your passion when it comes for the love of this game?
Well, growing up, I started playing basketball at a really young age. Everyone in my family had always played. Both my parents played in college. My grandparents loved basketball, and so when I was younger, my parents kind of let me try all different sports, and just from the start, I fell in love with basketball and kind of picked that as my sport since I was young.
Now, if I remember right, you got your height from your dad, right?
Yeah, I mean, both my parents are really tall, both sides of the family.
Okay.
My dad's 6'9", and my mom's 5'9", so they're both pretty tall.
Yeah, but you're taller than your mom, though.
Yeah, I'm taller than my mom.
Huh?
My mom always was that. She always said she was the tallest one in her high school and when she was younger. But now she's small compared to me.
So does she give you a different look when she disciplines you? Because now she has to look up at you. Or is it the same stare? I'm just curious.
Same look.
So where did mom and dad play college? Just to keep people filled in.
So my dad played at Colgate, and
Nice.
then my mom played at Ithaca.
Nice. Two very big basketball programs.
Yeah. My dad's team actually was in the NCAA tournament and stuff. He played with O'Donnell Foyle, and his team was really good. When he was.
That's awesome. That is so cool. All right. So I know you talked a little bit about what other sport did you play? What other sport? If you weren't going to play basketball, what was number 2?
Well, for me now, it would definitely be volleyball because I've always loved volleyball, but I didn't play too much when I was younger. But growing up, I played soccer really seriously too. When I was really little, I did dance and softball and all the stuff you do when you're young. But soccer was definitely my second sport growing up. I stopped playing that in I think sixth or seventh grade.
Okay, we do have an open line at 508-222-1320 if you have a question for Shea. This season, you guys, I think you guys start the 5th and the boys start the 8th off the top of my head. I had my notepad and I forgot to bring it with me. Shame on me, but I'm pretty sure that's when you guys start your campaign. And remember, you jump in anytime you want.
Okay. Yeah.
How do you feel about, I know this year, well, you have one more year anyway. No, you're a senior this year, right?
No, I'm a junior.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Okay, so 1 year
One more
left.
year, so you can. My point was they're going to have this conference play, no state tournament. How do you feel about that? Are you okay with winning their first ever downright full season, I guess, Southeast Conference girls basketball title for BR?
Yeah, I think it's definitely really disappointing that we're not able to play in the state tournament this year. Just especially coming off last season with how well we did.
Yeah.
And I think this year we were all kind of really ready to prove that we were going to win it, and that was our goal. So obviously this year we just have to set new goals and go from there because we can't change obviously what's going on in the world right now. I guess We're just excited to be able to play no matter kind of what the circumstances are.
Exactly. Let me see. I think someone's accidentally trying to call me. Nope. Okay, I got nervous from him. Why are you calling me when you know I'm on the air? I get that all the time. It's kind of crazy. So let me ask you a question. This is it's not really hypocritical, but I'm curious. I personally believe, as a fan, and I've been following BR basketball, girls and boys, and hockey for a long time.
Yeah.
How were you more nervous playing that semifinal in the game? Because I don't think you played at the Shea Bolin level that you wanted to play in in that semifinal game. Is that fair for me to say?
No, yeah, I definitely didn't. I wouldn't necessarily say I was nervous because I feel like I've played in a lot of high pressure games before. I obviously it was like a big stage to be on, but I think overall I definitely didn't perform to my the way I could have. I was really disappointed with how the game ended up. But
That's it. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm looking at our viewers.
oh, okay.
Sorry.
But yeah, I was not happy with that game. We were all really, really, really sad because we really thought we, had that game, and I think it honestly was a learning experience for us. And
Sure.
taught us that we have still work to do, and so I think that's another part of it that's disappointing coming into this year, knowing that we're not going to have that chance again. But I'm just happy at least I'll have my senior year too to be
Absolutely.
able to, hopefully get a state title by the time I leave.
Absolutely. So how's the workouts going for you to condition? Because any advice you tell us, all the younger girls from BR and all the younger girls from around the state that like to listen to our show, and we have a chance to have the privilege to highlight you and, other girls like that. Let me do this. We're going to take our first break, and we're going to come back, and I'll work on my question. I was just going to talk about work ethic when we come back, if that's okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Because I think it would be pretty cool for you to give you insight on what you think kids can work on and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so we are going to step away. You are listening to 4 Deep Sports Talk here on the news station, 1320 AM WARA, and online, all one word, 4deepsportstalk.com. You can check us out on our Facebook link via our Facebook page. We'll take you to WARA website. If you can't pick it back at home, the 1320 AM signal, you can listen to the podcast again on the website. Right now, we have the privilege of hiding Shea Bolin on our way to Duke University, highlighting Bridgewater A&M girls basketball. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Four Deep Sports Talk. This is the Sports Master, Justin Ferrer, and today we're going to continue our highlighting of the Bridgewater Ram girls basketball games.
All right, so here we go. Shay, you with us?
Yeah.
All right, great. So, again, we get Shay Boland. Happy to be having Shay Boland on our way to Duke University. So let's talk about, like we mentioned on the break, because I only have you for another 15 minutes, if that, with the next commercial. Then Kenzie's going to come in, and she's going to talk crap about you. So, you know, no, I'm kidding. You know, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
So let's talk about work ethic. What do you think it takes, not just to make Coach Seavey's team, but to the speed of a varsity game and to really, everything's like split-second decisions. You know that better than anybody. But what about work ethic, getting ready for a season, something like that happens every time in girls varsity basketball?
Yeah, I think if you want to make a big impact on a varsity team, especially on our team, you have to put in a ton of work, which a lot of people might not realize. But especially for me and Kenzie and a lot of the other girls, even on our high school team, we've been playing AAU all summer and all fall, just getting ready for the season. We're in the gym every single day, and even on the days that we're not, we definitely all still work out. Like, I go outside and shoot, or just we'll go for a run or do different things. So I think it's very important to put in extra work, especially aside from the things you do, because if all we did was high school season and people just kind of took a break for the rest of the year, they definitely wouldn't be able to compete in the games at the level that they're at.
Absolutely. What about hitting the gym and stuff like that? You know, hitting the weights?
Yeah. I mean, for me, like, I lift a lot, and especially like a lot of it too is, just like band work and things like that, keep your muscles healthy and everything. So that's big for me. And another thing that a lot of people probably don't talk about as much at the high school age, but for me, like, I would say, is nutrition. That's something that recently I've been like really big on, is just fueling my body right before a workout, after a workout, with protein and different things like that. But yeah, it's definitely really important to get in the gym and almost work on things that you don't necessarily need. You wouldn't necessarily think you would need to do for basketball, but just cross training, I feel like, is really important.
Nice. So you think cardio is like, no, please straighten me out. Cross training more like cardio, that type of deal?
Yeah. So like cardio, strength training.
Yeah.
Even just different things, like me and Kenzie, like both of us, like we'll do yoga and stuff like that. Like, I go to TB12 and work out there. Like, we go and lift at the gym. Like, just different stuff. Like, rather than like just doing only basketball, because that's not going to be as beneficial. You know, like, especially at the college level, like, they do so many different types of workouts, and aside from just doing regular practice as well. So we might have practice, but we'll go and shoot before or go to the gym before. Just different stuff like that, especially to get us prepared for how it's going to be at the next level.
Now, you obviously got stronger. How much weight did you add to your routine compared to last year when it comes to the muscle building part of it?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've definitely improved. I probably started lifting like in 8th grade, I would say. Yeah, probably 8th grade. And like, I don't lift every day. I don't feel like that's good for my body, but like, I definitely have improved weight-wise. Like, every time I try to just add a little bit more and get better from there. And I try to switch up like my exercises a lot too. Like, I never do like only legs, really. Like, I kind of will do like full body every time I lift.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And so you guys officially started training camp, right? Do I have that right? Yeah, you guys started training camp.
School?
Yeah.
No, not yet. We haven't been able to do anything for high school.
Oh, I thought you guys started what's the day? Oh, today's is it Monday or Tuesday? I got my days wrong. Monday, yeah.
I think, hopefully, as long as everything stays.
Yeah, no kidding. As long as they don't back it down anymore, as long as people stay safe.
Know.
Now being the power that you are on the court, you have to. It can hit the three anytime you want when you're on. You have to get used to these new rules. Only it's no more jump ball. If I'm hearing it right, it's a coin flip. No more inbound under the hoop. Yeah. Only 4 people under the for a rebound. And then what was the other silly one I called? I don't know if did you hear them all yet? Did you hear all those rules?
Yeah, well, there's no like out of bounds plays. Like you have to do like sidelines.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I'm pretty sure there's like break. Like I don't even know, but we were talking about me and Kenzie have been talking to coach about that and stuff, and like looking just kind of trying to implement like more sideline stuff, like sideline sets, because that's not something that you really need normally. You just pass the ball in and go from there. So it's weird, but it's going to be different. But I think the biggest thing is just kind of staying positive and getting taking advantage of the fact that we're at least still able to play, because a lot of schools and states aren't able to at all. So I think
that's very true.
Hopefully the things just stay okay and we're able to get somewhat of a season in.
Right. So the funny one I thought was if with minutes left in the game, I don't know if you saw this one, heard this one. There's a signal the coach has to give to the ref, and I don't know if it's exactly correct. When he wants to, he or she wants to, force a foul to stop the clock.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe when I read that. I'm like, that's crazy. So you can't press. It sounds like you can't press, and you got to be so far. And it's like everything's going to be an offensive foul if you drive, it sounds like.
Well, I heard too, like before, obviously this isn't happening now, but like originally I had heard like only zone defense and like a lot of just different like kind of proposals that they were thinking about putting in for rules.
Yeah.
And I was kind of just like, this isn't even basketball. Like,
it's like CYO.
I know, it's crazy. I was like, well, if it's only zone defense, I mean, I'll have a field day shooting threes, but
yeah, right. Because we dropping you and Kenzie and everybody else, we dropping trays from beyond the arc. That's funny.
It's crazy, but yeah, I think that the rules. I think it's just hopefully to make things a little safer, I guess, or seem safer. I don't. Whatever. We'll have to just deal with it.
Yeah, exactly. It just stinks when you have a team like yours that's very aggressive and loves to put the ball in the cylinder. Now you have to step back, and you can't be as aggressive as you normally would want to be.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be weird. I don't know. I think...
Sound like me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. So anyway, for people, I think I went over the stat real fast, the stats. I'm just going to read Shea's real fast.
Go ahead.
Do you want to read them?
No, I'm okay if you do it.
So Shea played 24 games. This is last year. Played all 24, 569 minutes. Averaged a total average of 23.7. Field goals, from the floor, 401 attempts, 164. As you can tell, Shea, I like reading your stats. Averages 409 from the threes, 108. She made 50 of them. 278 percentage. Free throws, which is awesome. She was at the line 100 times, hit 72 for 720. And again, she had a total of 470 points. She averages 18.8. And then she decided to get a couple rebounds, only a couple. She had 164 defense and 76 offense. That is so cool to read. I love reading that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So as a leader, what do you try to distill? Maybe not just on the court, because I've seen you been vocal, not rude, but vocal to try to keep your teammates up. What are you thinking, and what's your mindset when you try to do that with the girls?
I think something that's really important about our team is that we're all so extremely close on and off the court.
Nice.
Like, obviously, everyone knows Kenzie's, my best friend in the world. And so, especially for us, too, with each other, we're always really vocal with each other, even if it means, giving each other a little tough love on the court.
Right.
But I think it's good because we're all open with each other. If someone's not doing their job, I'm not afraid to speak up and tell them, what they have to do better. And I think it kind of goes both ways. I hope if I'm not doing my job, that my teammates will, get into me and tell me, hey, you have to do this better, or this might help you on your shot. And I think just even giving your teammate a little bit of more confidence if they're struggling or if they're having an awesome play, they're an awesome game, it's important to, let them know that you're recognizing that and that they're doing good, to keep it up. I think that being vocal with your teammates is just super important, especially nowadays. There's a lot of the game's mental, and I think that just helping your teammates is super important.
Absolutely. I couldn't have said any better if I wrote it down and tried to make a movie out of it. I think you hit the nail on the head. So what are you doing? What are you looking to do for a major when you get to Duke? Do you have do you know what you want to do, or you're just gonna see how plays out? I don't think. When do you have to commit to your major?
Not until I think maybe my junior year in college. I don't even not maybe sophomore year.
Okay.
I don't think right away, but I think I want to major in communications. I don't know, especially like being able to be coached by Carol Lawson, who obviously had an amazing career in broadcasting. I think that's something I would be pretty interested in, like doing sideline reporting or just broadcasting in general for sports. I like it, and I like kind of,
Yeah.
being with the camera, and so, yeah.
Well, you saw what I do. You can always come out and do an internship with us for the summer if you want.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, we've had some of the big colleges come out, and the kids, Quinnipiac, BC, and of course, BCS and stuff like that, and in Bridgewater State. So it's always there, and all the information's on our website. So at least it'll keep you home for a little bit to get some credit.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
You're welcome. And then you can get stuck in here on Saturdays with me and Justin and watch us talk to the other kids that are trying to succeed like you did.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun having the privilege to talk to you guys.
Sure is.
Before I have to let you go, do you have any shout outs you want to give right now on the top of your head? Anybody want to shout out to?
Maybe just my family.
Nice.
They're the best. My teammates.
You don't have a favorite dog or cat or anything, or a bird or something?
No, I don't have any pets.
Would you want to take a pet?
Well, the problem is I'm allergic to like a lot of animals.
Oh, so that's a no.
So, I mean, no, probably. I love dogs, but they make me sick. So.
I hear you. Shay, I'm hoping to see you soon on the basketball court, kid. It was great to talk to you. Thank you for taking your Saturday. And
of course.
this is going to rebroadcast locally on Bridgewater Access TV and on other Access TV towns. So, yeah, think about the offer I mentioned, and I will hopefully definitely see you on the basketball court. Have a great, great Christmas.
Okay, you too.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
That is Shay Boland from Bridgewater Raynham High School. All right, we will step away. You are listening to 4 Deep Sports Talk here in the news station. 1320 AM WARA. The Sports Master Justin Ferreira. Alex Mayo out in the studios making this all happen live on Facebook. I'm Dominic Damiano. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to 4 Deep Sports Talk. This is the Sportsmaster Justin Ferreira, and we are going to continue highlighting the 2019-2020 Bridgewater Raynham girls basketball. Bridgewater Raynham girls.
There you go. Is this Kenzie Madalonis?
Hi.
Hey,
Hi,
kid.
Kenzie. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We're doing
great.
Yeah, we're doing great. That's Justin Ferreira, the sports master on the other side. Thank you. Did you hear our interview with Shay?
I did. I heard some of it.
Oh, good. All right. So first of all, I get a chance to brag about you, and it actually works on local access TV, which is awesome. And I want to make sure I don't reach Shay's again. So here we go. All right. So for those people who don't know Kenzie Madalonis, I've had the privilege of call, I think, most of your basketball games while you've been at BR, correct? I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been in the Garden Run, which was fun to be at. It took me a second to realize I was calling the game from the Boston Garden when I saw you guys warming up. All right, so for Kenzie, here's her highlights. Is your sister listening too, I wonder? I hope so.
I don't know if she is.
Yeah, well, she's probably, you know how them college kids are.
I do.
All right, Kenzie Madalonis, 2020, Boston Herald All-Scholastic, Brockton Enterprise, Taunton Daily Gazette All-Scholastic honoree, Southeast Conference First Team honoree, Team Tri-Captain averaged 10.9 points, 5.7 assists, 5.6 rebounds, and 4.2 steals while starting all 24 games played. Earned Southeast Conference All-Star honors, posted well over 3-to-1 assists and turnovers ratio at 137 assists and 40 turnovers on the season. Scored a career high of 23 points in a 74-53 season opening win over Nauset which of course last year, December 13th. Recorded 6th or more assists in 14 games, including 11 assists in a 60-45 win over Bishop Fien in the Division I South semifinals. Yes, I was there. Named to all-tournament team at the Mansfield Hearts for Hope Holiday Tournament. Helped the Lady Trojans post a second straight 21st win campaign with a 21-3 season record to advance the D1 state semifinals for the first time in 30 years after capturing the South sectional title with a 44-43 win over Needham. Let me see. Team is 6-10, 800. The percentage is 857. With 3 conference championships, 2 Old Colony, 1 Southeast Conference, and 7 postseason triumphs during careers. Enters the senior season with a 284 career assists and a 229 career steals in 68 games played. Signed a letter of intent to play full basketball scholarship at the University of New Hampshire following her graduation. Kenzie, that is like super cool. I love reading that. That is so cool. So that is, you're welcome. So I know I'll probably most likely see you on the court. So I think I need what you and Shay to do when you see me up in the rafters looking down. Maybe you guys give me like a thumbs up and say, hey, the big guy's up there, so I can feel like I'm part of something. But I'm gonna have Justin go over yours. We'll go over the stat. We'll go over her stats from last year. This right here, this bottom one. We'll just read that, and then her final one. Do you want to read that right now? Or do you want to hold off?
We can hold off on that.
Okay. So, Kenz, I was talking to Shay, and I don't know if you caught the part where I was asking about work ethic and getting ready for the varsity season because it's so hard. And I know everybody has their own routine. I know Shay was mentioning how she's big in trying to do cardio. She lifts weights, but she doesn't go crazy. And I'm thinking that might affect her shot. But what type of preseason workout do you like to do?
A lot of the same stuff. I'm preparing for college right now too, so I've definitely been lifting a lot more.
Yeah.
Just trying to get bigger so I can compete at that next level. I try and do a lot of yoga just to take care of my body, because I've found it to be a really good recovery method for me.
Yeah.
And definitely doing cardio, just staying in shape, especially with the mask on.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
I know the feeling.
It's definitely a lot harder. But yeah, pretty much all the same stuff. Entering the season, just getting as many shots up
and stuff like that.
Now, what about being a leader? Now, I asked Shay that. I asked Shay that too. But you guys are best pals, but you're two different people, and you have your own way you like to lead by example, not just the way you play in the court, but verbally to keep the motivation going and let them know whatever the situation is, the game's going on. You want to make sure you're a leader because you are a leader. You are who you are. What's the meaning to your madness? How do you go about that? As far as trying to keep the team up for the game, no matter if you're behind or you're ahead.
Yeah, I'm definitely really tough on my teammates. I expect a lot out of them because I know what they're capable of, and sometimes they just need that reminder, and I do too. So I'm thankful for them because they definitely help me through that stuff too. But just staying positive and stuff like that throughout games is important. Especially because I know a lot of those girls really look up to me and Shay. So we definitely have to stay focused for them.
Absolutely. So now, what about these new rules? And again, I was asking Shay about. Okay, you can't inbound the ball on the hoop. It's a coin flip. Everything's a sideline pass. It seems like all they want you guys to do is play zone. So it's basically, and I'm not picking on CYO because I coach CYO with my kid. Basically a glorified CYO where you don't want no one to blow out the other team, and at the same time you can't press like you guys want to press. All these crazy rules on the one where I thought I heard this correct, where the coach gives a signal to the ref that he wants to force his foul so he can stop the clock, or he or she could stop the clock. Have you heard any of these crazy rules, or what's your take on that?
I've heard a couple of them. I try and honestly not read them because they make me very angry.
Yeah.
It sucks, but there's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah.
We just have to kind of take it how it is. I definitely don't think that's what basketball is. Especially my game, my defense fuels my offense. So to not be able to play full out how I usually do is something I'm going to have to adjust to.
Yeah.
So I'm just happy we get to come back together. I love my team, so the fact that we can be together, for me, my last time, I'm excited.
Good. You're just probably most likely just going to wing it as it comes at you and make any adjustments on the fly, right? Because it's kind of well, anyway, it's kind of out of your control because I strongly believe the state is trying to do the right thing. I'm not a fan of the way they do the basketball playoff tournaments at all. I've been complaining about that for over 20 years.
Long time.
Oh, yeah. It's stupid. But did I say that loud? I'm sorry. But so now, is there any certain team you are looking, and I didn't ask this to Shay, but I was wondering, is there a certain team you're hoping? I know it's only going to be a conference championship this year if everything goes right the way I think it's going to go. Then next year you can battle for a state tournament. Is there any certain team you're looking to measure your game by? You know what I mean? Any certain team you're like, oh, I feel like I'm on my game. I was looking to hopefully, prove to myself. Some people do it. I don't know if you're that type of person, but I was just wondering what team it might be.
Out of our conference?
Wherever, conference, out of conference, whatever team you want to prove to yourself you're ready for the season. Is there any team that comes to mind, any school?
No, not really. Honestly, every team, I feel I just want to prove myself to. I try and respect all the players I'm playing against and all the teams I play against. So just coming into every game, trying to prove myself is what I strive for.
Nice. So now I'm curious because time flies by so quick. We're getting ready to take our third break. What about school? Have you decided? I know Shay's thinking about communications, and we offered her to come back and do an internship with us here, at the station. Is there any? Do you have a major picked out yet? Or are you just gonna?
Yeah, nursing.
Nice. I could see you being a nurse.
Yeah.
I could see you being a tough nurse. Get in your bed.
Go to sleep.
No, I want to work with kids. So.
Oh, good. You know what? I'm kidding.
Oh, I know.
That's nice. So you want to do pediatrics?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And now to get back to the basketball side of stuff, what does Kenzie Madalonis need to work on for the 2021 season?
Oh, I'm so excited. Honestly, just like getting in shape. Because I found that like I really play my best when I'm in really good shape, and just getting really strong, and attacking the basket more is what I've been really working on. My mid-range jump shot, like coming off a screen and just pulling up, stuff like that, is what I've been working on and want to implement into my game this season.
Okay. Is there anything else about, have you done extra cardio? Have you done extra weights for the season? Yeah. And how much more have you lifted? How much weight have you added from last year, and how much does that affect your ability to shoot the ball?
Yeah, definitely. I've definitely added a lot more weight from last year just because I've been doing it more frequently. And I usually do it before basketball, so it hasn't really affected my shot because, like, I'll lift and then, like, I go to practice and I get my shots up, so, like, my body kind of, like, is, like, used to it.
Yeah. Oh, I see. I see. Okay. I was just curious because you know how sometimes they say the stronger you get, next you know, Kenzie Madalonis is benching 20 more pounds or curling 20 more pounds more, and instead of a nice floater, it's a bazooka going to the basketball hoop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I think it's really important to shoot after you lift.
Oh, okay.
So you can get that feel for the ball.
I know you and Shay played in that AAU tournament with that. You guys have probably been with the same AAU organization since you guys were younger, right? Or did you switch AAU teams, if I'm saying that right?
No, we've been playing together since I was in 6th grade and she was in 5th grade.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, since then, so I guess I'm trying to get to the bottom of your work ethic. So you finished. Congratulations on a good run, by the way, with the AAU.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. Kenzie, I am so sorry. Please tell me you're still there.
I'm here.
I was so into our conversation, I usually can hold the last spot, and it just went right into a commercial, and I couldn't grab it quick enough. I was so mad at myself.
That's totally fine.
I appreciate that. Thank you. So, again, when we were talking about the, let me show you, got your pie, me and Justin. So what I was trying to say is when you finished AAU and you got tryouts. Well, not tryouts for you. I mean, other girls are trying out. You pretty much made the team because everyone knows you're a ball player, so that's kind of easy. But anyway, how much of a break did you give yourself to get before next week for the tryouts and stuff?
I haven't really. Wait, did you say a break?
Yeah, did you give yourself any break, or did you go right? Did you hit weights, or did you go right to the gym, or what did you do?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really taken a break because I like do skills every day for the Jaguars,
Nice.
the AAU team we play for. So I'm actually coaching. I'm coaching two Jaguars teams now, a 5th and a 7th grade team. So this week I've had like skills one day, and then I coached girls the next day. So just staying in the gym and then lifting, not doing like a ton of legs because I know Coach Stevie is gonna be in for one on the running.
Yeah.
But yeah, just staying in the gym, getting shots up and stuff like that to prepare for Monday.
To give kudos where they deserve, we voted her out. Girls, I don't know if you knew this, our girls basketball coach of the year last year.
I did know that.
Oh, good. That's awesome. So this is what I'm thinking. Before I forget, because I have CRS, and I'm not. You probably have an idea what those initials mean. I can't say it on the radio. So anyway, I was wondering, your Jaguar team. Let's see how they do, and maybe we can set up an interview where we can highlight those two teams you do, or one of the two teams. We get like the young kids on the radio. Maybe, hopefully by then, maybe one or two can come in studio, and depending on where you are at school, and maybe we could set something up.
Yeah, they would probably love that.
I would hope so. That'd be cool. Now, where are they based out of?
We're kind of based out of like everywhere. It's really hard to find gyms right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
COVID. Right now we're at Mass Premier in Foxborough. All of our practices are there. Before we were at Dexter Southfield in Brookline. A lot of our practices are in like the Newton Wellesley area, so kind of a hike, but it's nice right now because we're right in Foxborough, so it's not too far.
Yeah, but it's good to get away, though, isn't it? Good to get away when you're, you know, I'm not saying it's not bad to be in town, but it's also good to get a fresh start somewhere else.
Yeah, definitely is.
You know, I mean, I don't know. That's how I think about it. Maybe I mean, I know some people don't like that because, you know, the travel and being away from home, but you're only in Newton, really.
Yeah.
So that ain't too far. I know, listen to me, I'm making excuses for you. Oh, too funny. So before I forget, I wanted to make sure we get shout outs. I got a bunch of more questions. I'm waiting for the sports master to say something. But he always.
What do you want me to say?
Well, ask her whatever comes to mind. I'm just doing it from past practice. But I want to ask about shout outs real fast. And I wanted to know if you want to shout out to anybody you love, say thank you to, you know? Yeah.
I mean, my parents, they're awesome. They're like my biggest fans, so I'm super grateful for them. And I'm so happy that I'm staying close enough to home where they can like come to like as many games next year at UNH. And then obviously Coach TV, for just always supporting me in basketball and off the court. Shay's mom, she's like my second mom.
Nice.
She has pushed me like in and outside the gym like for the past like 6 years. It's crazy. And I really believe like she has like pushed me to be like the player I am today. So I would say those people and Shay for always being in the gym with me. Definitely grateful for that.
Well, that's cool. I know Shay's allergic to animals because we asked her if she had a favorite pet. I don't know if you heard that part.
I didn't hear that part, but I do know she's allergic to animals.
So you don't have any favorite pet or nothing you want to shout out to? You didn't even mention did you mention, you didn't even mention your sister. Wow.
My sister. Yeah, my sister.
Yeah, I'm kidding. You know I'm kidding.
I know.
All right, so let's talk about this team. Actually, I kind of mentioned the Boston Garden thing because I know nerves, big time nerves. I don't know if you watched our broadcast from the Garden. Did you see that game on TV yet? No?
I think I did. I think I watched it on my phone
good.
many times because I wanted to know where we went wrong.
Right. But I mean, you have an idea how I broadcast. I try to be fair to both teams, and I don't try to pick on the
Yeah.
team when we're out, when we're not gelling. But what do you think hurt us in the Garden?
I mean, both ends of the floor, we were just not playing together. Defensively, I mean, the help side defense, like, just we weren't communicating, and then offensively, I think we were really young last year. I think, and that really affected us. I think the girls were really nervous and kind of panicked when they got out on that big stage, which is totally understandable.
Absolutely.
But I think it was nerves and just offensively, we just were not moving. It just wasn't a game for us. It wasn't.
Right. That's what I tried to be non-hypocritical, but being a fan, it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
and a broadcaster, but you could definitely tell. And Shay thought the same thing from what I just told her. Big stage. You're playing on a professional court. The only difference between your place, I should say, our place, over back home in the Garden, there's more seats in it.
Yeah.
It's still a basketball court, but that's just me trying to rationize the whole thing. But I'm not the one playing for the the state semifinal game.
Yeah.
God knows you probably heard a lot of critics after that game.
Yep.
Yep. I hope they give you bigger Christmas presents for being fresh too. So this is actually a Justin question. He has a lot of questions, but who is one of those players you look up to that motivates you? As well, you self-motivate yourself because you're an athlete. But as far as someone you look up to as a professional athlete, or it doesn't have to be a pro athlete.
Yeah. Definitely Michael Jordan. Ever since I was little, it's been Michael Jordan. I wear 23 because of him. I don't wear it in high school because someone had it my freshman year. But I've always been 23 for AAU and growing up because of him. I don't know if you guys watched the documentary they put out, The Last Dance, but it kind of just proves everything. Just his mentality and not wanting to lose. I definitely try and implement that in my life, not even with basketball, but with everything.
Good.
Just kind of believing in myself and pushing myself to be the best I can be.
Nice.
And he's inspired me to do that.
Very cool. That is really, really, really cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So let me. What was that? Did you have a question? Did you have a question for her off the top of your head?
Not that I can think of right now.
No, you. I know you'll say something as soon as it comes to mind. So why don't we do this? And I should have said this to Shay, but you're the last one, so I'm gonna have to ask you. Could you mention some of the other teammates on the squad, so we can get their names? We know Coach Seavey. We voted her Coach of the Year in girls basketball. What about some of the other teammates? We got a couple of minutes. I thought it'd be pretty cool to get their names out there if you could help us out.
Of course. There's Talia Ta. She's a big aspect of our team. She came to BI last year. And she actually plays with me and Shay in AAU too. So that was really cool. And then there's Bella Calvani. She's a captain this year. She's actually one of my best friends, out of basketball. She's just a super tough player. Will do anything to get the ball. And then Fiona Kelly, she's another captain this year. She's a junior. She's wicked tough. I'm excited to see how much she's improved this season. I think she definitely has. And then Dana Posick and Amber, our two little guards. I'm excited to definitely help them this year and take over for me next year because, of course, I want to see them succeed the following years. There's Emma Flaherty. She's going to be a sophomore. She's a very good, feisty guard. Trying to think.
That's all right. I appreciate it.
There's Sarah and Ashley, big part of our team. I think that might be it.
Awesome. So don't forget, you and Shay owe me some thumbs up when you see me setting up there just before the coin toss. How's that? All right, so I'll probably most likely see you around at the games, but I want to wish you and your family Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays.
Thank you. You as well.
Thank you. I'll see you soon.
All right. Sounds good.
Take care.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That is Kenzie Madalonis on her way to UNH. That was pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, that was great.
Her and Shay did a great job. Next week, before Christmas, we're going to have the new coach over at Attleboro High School. We're going to talk to him about the new hockey coach, talk about, people introduce him to the general public, via the radio and Facebook, and
Get his name out there.
get his name out there and give him some kudos like we did the Whitman Hanson coach. Remember we had him on, the new hockey coach?
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, let's fire up some outgoing music as soon as it starts. Here
There
it
it
comes.
is.
That's kind of morbid, though, ain't it? Yeah, that's kind of morbid. Well, I wanted some upbeat Christmas music.
Yeah, it's
Sounds like it's a fire going on at a funeral. Oh boy! All right, here we go. Christmas oldies. Here we go. There you go. See that?
Yep.
Perfecto. See that? Perfect. Did you finish your Christmas shopping?
I did go Christmas shopping yesterday.
Where'd you go?
I went to Target and I got 4 out of 5 people that I have to buy for.
Oh, there you go. I learned that I can just get gift cards. Everybody wants a gift card of money. You know what I mean? I don't get that.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Just a simple card.
Right. So for Justin Ferreira, I'm Dominic Damiano. Luz Cabral will be back next week, God willing, as she takes care of Mom, and hope Mom's going to get better. She's going to get better. And Catherine Conley is currently working. And, of course, for Alex Mayo out doing all the engineering. We will catch you next time. Everyone have a fantastic weekend.